Yochannan. We're kind of the hidden members at CRC because I'm not head buried in studies, but we're black Jews and we're CRC members. Rabbi Randy's one of my favorite rabbis. He's been with me since I came to St. Louis, and he said that they're doing a recording, so I thought I would put a few thoughts in about how I feel about these things. First off, it's bad enough we've got protests, bad enough there's social unrest, we have Black Lives Matter movement, everything else going on. That makes it increasingly hard as it is just to be a brown person, even more so when you're a black Jew. The reason why I say it, you go to synagogue, it doesn't matter if I've gone to the Minyan every day for my time here in St. Louis, or I go to a new synagogue. Who are you? When did you convert? Do you speak Hebrew? Even though I'm sitting there saying the prayers just like them and doing all this stuff, it's still a constant set of questions. And I wish it wasn't like that being a brown Jew. Even more so if I were to go to a new congregation today, tomorrow, or next week. I'll walk in the door at my talit, go ahead and say my prayers, and the first thing people are going to ask me, how did you hear about the synagogue? Which isn't bad, but they'll feel standoffish. How do I feel about the Black Lives Matter movement, or this, or that, or the other? It would kind of be like if you went to another country and started asking people about what you saw on CNN, what you saw on ESPN. It just gets awkward when it happens over and over again. And like I said, my family's vibrant. We have many different colors, many different looks. I say this look that you see right here is ambiguous. You can walk into a store and blend in with any ethnic family out there. But I just like CRC, and I like CRC because it's inclusive of people of different colors, different genders, different groups. And I used to do a lot of minions in the Orthodox community. Don't get me wrong, I love the daven, I love the Orthodox, but I want a place where my kid can see perhaps people like him, or be around without having to be pestered so much about where are you from, when did you convert, yada yada yada. Not surprisingly, I was born this way, so was my son, so was my mother, so the conversion isn't a question. We just want to be free to go to a house of worship and pray like our ancestors did hundreds of thousands of years ago without constantly being interrogated, right? For some people it's papers, for other people it's citizenship, for us it's for, show your Jewish card and how you're related to the synagogue. And that really gets old after a while, but I'll let my mother speak her thoughts out.
I remember when we came to St. Louis, I was at a class at WashU, and I wanted a synagogue where we could fit in, because if I had heard one more question about how are you Jewish, I felt like I was going to scream, actually. And someone said, go to CRC. And I remember walking in, Rabbi Randy was there that night, and the music was like Bob Marley, and it was so cool. No one said to me, how are you Jewish? What's your Jewish name? Because I come across the people as I believe in one race, and that race is the human race. Everything else is cultural. Everything, no matter what it is, it's your culture. So at CRC, it's like my culture came out, other people's culture came out, the food, the eating, the music. I got to hug people. I'm a hugger. I love to hug, and I can meet people. We could hug. We would do Misha Barak, and I'm a hugger. I'm up hugging people, and they're crying. We're crying, but you can cry and don't be embarrassed. And there, we helped start the garden project when we were going green, and my grandson and I were outside with the dirt and the butterflies over on the side and lifting different things. So, it's family, because we came out of a mixed multitude. Back in the Torah, we talk about the mixed multitude. And I was so honored to be asked to be, a member of the board. I was like, are you serious? I've never been asked or been honored, because I've always been questioned. But it's nice to go somewhere and just be part of it. If you want to sit, you sit. If you stand, you stand. It's just so nice to be accepted for who and what you are. And we don't always disagree, because sometimes I'll say, what did you say? Different wording or how someone thinks. But it's helped me to put myself in someone else's shoes, or moccasins, as we say, to see how they are. And with Rabbi Randy and Rabbi Susan, always the same. They don't change up on you. They're not sometimey. They're not wishy-washy. What you see is what you get, and it's their heart and their family and everybody. So we are just so proud to be part of this family. And I have a daughter. My daughter, she's not here with us today. She's also part of it, and she sends her love, and she's going to do a separate one another time. So thank you.
Yeah, so I guess that's all we have to say for now.